That's not a PGCSE, is it? That's just a speaking English. I've been thinking about doing a PGCSE.
Teaching English to as a foreign language.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started that course, and just to basically broaden my knowledge base, especially in the English grammar,
Right.
like nouns and verbs and adjectives.
Yeah.
You know, as you get to a certain age, you start to forget. So I thought, you know what, let me just kind of refresh myself.
That's what my friend at work's doing as well, on an English course at the moment.
And also, possible opportunity for me to maybe apply for a job in a different country to teach English or
Yeah.
online or something. So,
No, that's a good idea. I've always thought about maybe doing that in Lebanon or somewhere.
yeah.
I had a friend who moved to, was it Vietnam? It was Thailand first, but then Vietnam, but just to teach kids English.
This is 13th Avenue. And
Okay.
that's Bilbar Avenue. So right hand side.
Yeah, just check with John. Maybe go and finish off these two with him. See which way he wants us to go. I think it's Beresford he wants us to go. Is it Beresford we do around that way, or?
What do you recommend? Going down Queen Mary's and doing that patch, or going up Beresford and Fisher and.
If you take a right from here, you end up in front of Lidl.
Yeah, I know. I just wondered.
Should we do a bit down there and then turn around?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. What you said. If you go down there.
Yeah, but then just do Queen. I want to do Queen Mary's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think
and then I'll take you back onto either Folder Road or back to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Then we're done the centre of this area.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Hello there. I'm Paul Bedson from the Workers' Party. I've put a leaflet through your door, but I'd appreciate your vote tomorrow. We're standing with George Galloway. Thank you.
This is what people are.
Exactly. Yeah.
Local issues or personal issues are higher on their scale than what's happening internationally or nationally.
But she was really fuming about Star and Bengalis.
She was bad,
well, it's interesting to me.
I don't believe he goes
the community.
An interview with the Sun, a Sun session, election session. What do you expect? Questions on social welfare. You're going to get immigration, race, and everything going to be biased towards getting you to say something stupid. Anyway, I'll go up here.
Shall I do this side then?
You go up to Queen Mary's.
Okay.
I think is there a little close before?
Yeah, Curzon Avenue.
Yeah, if you do Curzon, and then I'll just carry on, and then we'll meet. Yeah.
Wonderful.
I actually think his outlook on that statement, or the Bangladeshi statement that Pakistan made, I actually think it's a deeper than that.
Workers' Party, standing tomorrow with George Galloway, if you know him. Thank you, sir. Yes, it's. I think it's deep rooted in all the parties, actually. Well, the main ones.
I remember Suella Raymond. She made a lot of people blood boil. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable individual. Really. How do people like that actually get into positions of power and authority?
Well, I don't think we'll find much better when Labour get in. In fact, it'll probably be a lot worse.
So have you had any fiery discussions or debates with individuals regarding?
I've had a few long debates on the streets. I had one guy yesterday, Irish guy, talking to me about all sorts of topics that he was outraged by. But not really outraged at me. Everyone seems to be outraged at either Labour or Conservatives, or we did get a bit of a hostile reaction on one of the Palestinian solidarity marches from the pub goers, let's say. We turned up outside the council house. They were all giving us gestures and things. But Yeah, that's just that that end of town.
Yeah, I think the majority of people are just angry towards the Labour Party. But that's only maybe two individuals right now that are being promoted as our future leaders. There has to be better people than those two individuals. You know,
Yeah, people with good
is
hearts,
that what we
really.
got here in the UK? People like that.
That's why people don't like politicians these days. They've not got any good ones. Back in the 80s, we had dozens of big beasts in Parliament, and a lot of them on the left. I haven't seen them on the streets much. I did meet one of their candidates at the council house. They're doing their thing, but don't get too many votes in Coventry. The Lib Dems are just, I don't know. What was it? Ed Davey, their leader, was out bungee jumping in support of some cause that didn't really relate to bungee jumping at all. And their policy platform seems to change as well. They stand on different things in their rural seats to their city seats. So you don't really know what you're getting with Lib Dems. They'll probably get 70, 80 seats perhaps, but I've no idea what their policies are. I don't think many people do. In fact, I was out with our deputy secretary on the trail in his local election campaign for Bournebrook and Sully Park. And we just got, well, a lot of negative feedback, let's say.
So, will you be going to the results itself? And,
I will, with a guest, and yeah, that starts at 10:30 tomorrow at the arena. All the other candidates will be there, so I'll get to meet Zara again. Be cordial with her. But Dr. Mohammed Ali is going to be there as well. I think he's got about 4 counting agents coming with him.
yeah.
So it'll be an interesting event.
Hopefully you'll be joining us on the podcast tonight.
Yeah. We'll see what the results are and what alliances and developments might happen afterwards.
Typical British day, eh?
Yeah. In a way, though, I'm quite happy it's not hot. Last week canvassing, it was boiling. And it was a little bit too hot.
Yeah, last week on the Tuesday, I think it was the hottest day so far in the UK.
Yeah. I remember getting worn out rather quickly that day when canvassing.
Yeah. I was running that day, and that's the only day actually when I ran, I walked for about 10 seconds. So I was posted.
Yeah, I think I was ended up covered in sweat or something. It was a long day.
John's very passionate, isn't he, about politics?
He is indeed, yeah. But I think he's been doing it for a while and knows the problems of the local council quite well. And just likes a new, something new with a spring in its step.
Yeah.
And it's great to be able to do a podcast with you, actually. was it last week? I was invited to do an interview with Vanny Radio. I think they're based up in Broad Street.
Broad Street.
Yeah.
The Broad Street Community Centre.
I don't know if he's based out of there or one of the houses, I believe. He just lives there. But he runs, I don't know if you know Vanny Radio, but they're a community radio station.
Oh.
Again, one of many causes that asked me to pledge their support. He asked me to pledge support to community radio, which is actually one of the sort of grassroots innovations that Workers' Party really do support.
Yeah.
Especially with there's just been silence from the Murdoch empire. But unfortunately that couldn't take place because Vanny is a radio station. They're Ofcom regulated, unlike your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So they have to actually ask all candidates fairly to an interview. If they're going to interview just me, it's bias, and they'll get a slap on the wrist from Ofcom, I think. So we had to cancel it last minute on that.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Yeah, my channel is basically more focused on the religious aspect of my podcasting and debates and stuff.
Yeah.
But recently, people have always been commenting on my channel. You know, let's get into politics. Let's get somebody from the political side.
Well, I'd like to talk about a bit of both, maybe.
Yeah.
And also sort of my faith in archaeological science and stuff as well, and my Islamic faith. As I think I've mentioned to you, I went to southern Lebanon. I went there to do an archaeological rescue mission of a site the Sumerians used to call Hursag, or it could be known as the Garden of Eden or Jannah. It's an important site, I believe, in the domestication of wheat and possibly barley, which the top experts reckon was possibly domesticated first in the Anti-Lebanon. And the specific importance of this site is actually to the Palestinians' cause. On all these marches, Workers' Party, sir? George Galloway? Thank you. Have a couple with you. Give to your friends. Vote for us. Thank you. Yeah, on these marches, everyone sings From the River to the Sea.
Yeah.
And if you go on AI and say, ChatGPT or whatever, where does the River Jordan start? It'll tell you, first of all, it'll tell you the Benaiah Spring. Then you go, no, that's not right. It's a bit further north. And eventually it owns up and says, oh, it's in the Aya Plain near Rishar El Wadi. There's the first sinkhole spring to the River Jordan. The River Jordan, I don't know if you know, it's got four feeder rivers, the Dan, the Benaias, the Upper Jordan, and the Hasbani rivers. And where I went was actually at the start of the Hasbani River, which is actually technically the start of the most northern start of the Jordan River. Muhammad Ali's. But for the people to be free from the river to the sea, technically, it would involve the river, or the people of Lebanon being free as well, including the Palestinian refugees around that area. Just annoys me that the Murdoch Empire and Talk TV and hosts on there accuse these Palestinian protesters of not actually being well informed, while they criticise that river to the sea chant, themselves not being very well informed. Unfortunately, I worry that with what's going on in southern Lebanon, or what's about to happen in southern Lebanon, the people there won't be free for a while.
I looked at it in Lebanon. Sounds like a real nice place.
It is. Beirut is lovely. Yeah. Even though it was destroyed by that bomb blast the other year, part of it. And the whole countryside is lovely. It is actually one of the most lovely countries in the world. It was pretty much abandoned in 1967 after the Six-Day War, though, especially in archaeological terms. No one has really done much research there since then, and all the archaeologists in the West are a bit too scared to go there. You can't actually get insurance. It's not opening.
It's like travel insurance.
Not to Lebanon at the moment. In fact, everyone's getting recalled, I believe, at the moment. All US UK citizens being advised to get out as soon as possible. Wow. Things aren't cooling down there, let's say.
Interesting point that was made when we chat later. Do you think after the elections here in the UK and America, America's November, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so still a couple of months away. Do you think the country will start moving differently to see what the outcome is? Once the outcome takes place, people will start making different. I think there is.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, there's an awful lot of shake-up at the moment in elections. France's election has just been a disaster for Macron, and the EU elections have been disasters for the centrists. I don't think this will make much difference on the international wars front, unfortunately, because we're just getting right-leaning parties in. But there is a growing resistance from the left in other countries as well. I think we might find. I might just put my Mac on though. This is going to be a bit heavy. Yeah, just keep the suit dry if it's going to rain a bit.
So the other candidate from the party,
Yeah.
which area do you usually?
He's based in Finham,
Okay.
down in South Coventry, which is his seat. But he's a fascinating chap I should tell you more about as well. He's a doctor, for starters. His name is Dr. Mohammed Ali Syed. And he's the... I'm just trying to get his title right. I think his title would be the research manager of Brunel University. So he's not a professor, but he actually stands above kind of professors and research graduates, helping them design their research briefs and how to get their research funding on certain topics. But he's also Pakistani. He's worked in Pakistan for 6 years in international development. I think he's also worked for 6 years at Coventry University on topics of economics and international development again. But he was hesitant to stand, and we were the only two sort of candidates at the meeting in Birmingham after George got elected to get selected. And we first met then, and he wasn't quite sure to stand, and I to tell you the truth, I wasn't quite sure at the same time. But we came together and we thought, together, we might be able to make some sort of real serious difference here. And he is a heavyweight candidate. His oratory is slow, well thought out, and that is out of a professor. And what he really wants to do is develop policy. Like, he's got this big beef about policy being created. The Randa policies, Keir Starmer's policies, they're made by children. They're just loop-de-loo policies with no real basis and no input from the ground. They're coming from the top down with no thought. He's really wants to develop those policies properly and has a big beef about this. So I think he could be an enormous asset to our government in the future if we can get a Workers' Party government or get involved in one. And again, his canvassing has been off the scale. I think he's delivered about 10 or 15,000 leaflets with his team. I've been helping him a bit. But he's done all his side of Foles Hill. I think he's double tapped it. And again, really focused on the... you can go on Data Shine and you can find out all the different demographics of areas based on ethnicity, religion and all that sort of thing. And he's just focused on the Islamic bits primarily. And really trying to put his footprint on that part of the ground in Coventry as much as he can. But he's been a fascinating guy to work with, and again with my archaeological interests, he's coaching me a bit on how to maybe apply for a PhD, and my passion on that subject. So I think we'll be working together for a while, not just on politics maybe. I'll just do these roads. Probably get rid of these leaflets pretty sharpish.
Yeah. Actually, probably quite a bit of ground today, to be honest.
Yeah, when you get going, they tend to get rid of leaflets quickly.
Yeah, it's very common back in the day where certain parties used to have their flyers to these newspapers. I remember many years ago.
Yeah.
Like you used to have a free newspaper used to be delivered to your door.
Yeah.
I think it's called Citizen.
I think there was, wasn't there?
Yeah, I'm sure it's the Observer or Citizen.
I think it was the Coventry Citizen, you're right. There's the Telegraph as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think Telegraph is the pay for that one. The Coventry Evening Telegraph. But the Citizen was a new free newspaper which was delivered to you. And within there you should have like other flyers, and every time you should have flyers from the two main parties.
Well, they've got the advertising spend to pay on it. But I actually appeared in the Coventry Telegraph at the weekend. Yeah, I did really quite a good interview. It was done by a journalist there called Ellie Brown for Reach PLC, I think it is. But she asked us 10 questions, all of the candidates in Coventry.
Recording of it?
No, it's a paper interview, so it's all written out.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's not as good as yours. In a way, it's not as realistic anyway. But it was still very good. And she posed us 10 questions on our backgrounds, our connections to Coventry, what are our plans for the future of Coventry, what issues are important to residents, that sort of thing. I think I came off pretty well, actually. It's available on Coventry Live, which is their website. And they've also interviewed all the candidates for Coventry South and North West. And Mohammed Ali's replies are also very, very good. So I think that'll do us some help. Yeah, unfortunately, the only candidate that didn't reply was Reform. So we didn't get ready to debate with them much, but the others all did.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, can I give you a flyer for Workers' Party? We're not scary, we're George Galloway's party.
Right.
Thank you. I think she's already had one. But... Oh wow, cool. Maybe get a picture of that. Yes, I think we probably get a lot of support around this area.
I think it also on the point that people are just not to say lazy, but just can't be bothered to get up and go out and vote. I haven't got the time for it. You're finishing work, you're tired, you just want to come home and relax.
I know.
All you want to do is go out in the rain and vote. That's the other aspect of
People are just working so hard at the moment. I mean, some might not even.
You've got bills to pay, you've got mortgage to pay. And last thing is that you can go out and vote for these two clowns. This is being recorded. They are clowns.
I'm sure you could say worse things about them.
I've been doing a lot of podcasts in the past with a brother called Mustafa. He's from London.
Right.
And we've been talking about a particular person called Mr. Grove.
Right.
What's his name again? Simon Grove. Party.
Michael Gove.
Michael Grove.
Gove it is.
Yeah, Grove, yeah. We came to the conclusion that he and other individuals are part of some secret group of individuals who actually run the country.
Well, that was the Conservatives, and well, until Friday. But then they'll just change names to the Red Tories, or Labour, or Starmer's party, whatever you call it. But I think they are. In a way, I've had a bit of a sneak peek into it. John says that once you get into politics, or if I was to get elected, the swamp will come for me. And to be honest, I felt that already with all these emails that keep coming in from all the lobbying groups in the world, some of which I don't agree with. For instance, those promoting net zero and things like that. I expect what happens is when you get into power, you also get the pharmaceutical and the ones with the money coming along.
I think that's the danger of being a politician or being in a political atmosphere, is that you can easily be swayed, I would say, or kind of like
Corrupted, perhaps, is the word.
No, I don't want
Yeah. Wash my fingers on that one. One of our canvassers got bitten by a dog the other week. I think it was too serious, but it was one of those big breeds. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Paul Bedson. I'm standing for Workers' Party, Adam in Islam. Thank you. Oh, you work there. No worries. Thank you.
This is a big issue here in this area, it's bicycling.
Oh, God.
It's one of the major issues.
Oh.
If you ask the residents about this area, I'd say parking is an issue.
Yeah.
Fly tipping, potholes. The majority of it's for environmental issues people have, especially in this area here.
Yeah. That's a disgrace, isn't it, over there?
I've been making videos on my channel recently about if you want to get some cheap furniture for your bedroom or your lounge, come to the falls where you put the I call it click and collect.
Yeah, it looks like, free stuff corner or something, doesn't it?
It's a big thing here, actually.
Yeah, it's not as bad as that in Willenhall.
Properties are rented here, see, so when you put new tenants in, and of course the old stuff goes and gets dumped.
Yeah, and students as well do a lot of that, I think. Yeah, maybe with me in it even. I've done a few videos like that.